Just south of Venice Beach and north of Los Angeles International Airport, Ballona is the largest remaining coastal wetland in Los Angeles County. My name is Bruce Robertson. I'm not a scientist, I'm a private detective. Normally I use a camera to catch people doing things they shouldn't. Maybe that's exactly what I'm doing now, using my camera to build a case. I want to keep these wetlands from being swallowed up by a proposed development called Playa Vista. In only 1 square mile, the Playa Vista master plan calls for 29,000 permanent residents and 5.5 million square feet of offices. When you add the number of office workers to the number of residents, that results in 49,000 new people driving in and out of the Ballona area every day. Playa Vista would be the largest development in the history of Los Angeles, nearly twice the size of nearby Century City. According to the developer's own studies, Playa Vista would create more than 200,000 new car trips every day. Lincoln Boulevard is a main artery to LAX Airport. Traffic there would nearly double. On the nearby 405 freeway, traffic would increase by 28%. If you commute on the west side, if you commute from the Valley or the South Bay, Playa Vista will drastically change your life. The Ballona Creek Wetlands area, Mar Vista, Marina del Rey, Westchester, is my neighborhood where I've lived for 25 years. Over 500 species of plants and animals have lived much longer than I have in this special place. I came across this great blue heron nest soon after I started to document the wildlife here. The chicks are several weeks old. As part of the Pacific Flyway, Ballona is crucial habitat for migrating birds. 20 species listed as endangered or threatened need the Ballona wetlands and surrounding open space for breeding, nesting, or subsistence. I spent 3 years discovering the astonishing variety of living creatures that call this ecosystem home. Wetlands are a lush cradle of life for birds, mammals, and marine life. In the U.S., wetlands have had public relations problems. We've called them bogs and swamps and filled them in and paved them over at an alarming rate. California has already lost 91% of its coastal wetlands. Scientists tell us that coastal wetlands are as important to biodiversity as the rainforests. The heron chicks are now learning to fly. The first year I started to videotape, there were no nests in this tree. The next year, one heron family arrived. By the third year, 5 heron families were raising their young in what has become a rookery. Developers plan to put 1,800 condominiums on this very spot. Let's take a look at the proposed Playa Vista development. Here is a portion of the area under consideration. For Phase 1 of the Playa Vista development, 1 million square feet of commercial space and 3,000 residential apartments and condos have already been approved. The remaining Playa Vista master plan calls for 10,000 additional apartments and condos and 4 million additional square feet of office space. As Playa Vista looms on the horizon, the LAX airport expansion and a major Marina del Rey expansion also threaten to converge on the area. Playa Vista would be the 4th largest air polluter in Los Angeles, with LAX as number 1 and nearby refineries as number 2 and 3. This significant increase in pollution and congestion will have a detrimental effect on the quality of life and property values in the area. In the fall of 1997, developers bulldozed this grove of 50-year-old willow trees off Lincoln Boulevard. Their idea of habitat restoration was to take cuttings from the trees and promise to replant them at some future time. Developers promised to restore a portion of the wetlands. However, setting aside a token piece of habitat won't offset the environmental damage Playa Vista will create. Politicians have offered developers and billionaire movie moguls more than $100 million in tax breaks. Isn't it ironic that they would do this for a project that could cause so much harm? Now adolescents, the heron chicks are leaving the nest to feed themselves. Developers started to bulldoze parts of the property in the spring of 1998. However, Playa Vista is far from a done deal. In June 1998, a federal judge ordered a stop to the filling in of wetland areas at Playa Vista and a review of all the environmental aspects of the project. This legal ruling was the direct result of citizens taking legal action to enforce environmental safeguards. The judge agreed that the Playa Vista permit was arbitrary, capricious, and otherwise not in accordance with the law. The judge ruled that the developers' claim that they were restoring habitat with a freshwater marsh was disingenuous. He went on to state that the area in question was instead a catch basin specifically designed to treat urban runoff. Led by groups such as Ballona Valley Preservation League, the Coalition to Save Ballona has grown to more than 80 organizations. We can bring the Ballona wetlands into the public trust and create a wildlife preserve open to families, schools, colleges, and civic groups. Children never before exposed to nature could benefit from this sanctuary. The Bolsa Chica Wetlands Preserve, just down the coast from us, is a powerful example of what grassroots advocacy can accomplish. In 1997, 900 acres were purchased there with federal, state, and local funds. We can do the same thing here. Urban Los Angeles has a critical need for open space. Ballona is the largest undeveloped open space we have left. How can we afford to pave over this precious resource? We can't. Today we are at a critical juncture. At one time the odds looked insurmountable. Now with the 1998 federal court decision, we have the possibility of saving the Ballona wetlands. The choice is yours. Do we as citizens have the vision to take action when our politicians seem to look the other way? As a Chinese philosopher said, when the people lead, the leaders will follow. There is something you can do. To find out how you can lend your support to this growing movement, call our hotline at any time or write to us at the address on the screen. This effort depends on the support of people just like you. By joining Ballona Valley Preservation League, you can make a difference. You can also reach us on the World Wide Web.